Welcome back to the channel folks, and to another battle report. This is another game that I recorded at our monthly meetup at Nightly Gaming in Bathgate. So it's recorded on the table as the game got played with everything else happening around it, so it's a bit noisy but it's still a proper game. Now I'm going to be using the same list because it was recorded on the same day. I'm using the same list as in the last battle report, and we'll go and have a look at that next. But I'm up against Mark today, and Mark is bringing Italians, which I haven't played against very often. Not a lot of people take Italians, and Mark's gone for all tanks as well, which once again is maybe not everybody's first choice, because the tanks are a little bit vulnerable. They don't hit very hard, not got very good armour, but a great collection to have still, in my opinion. I'd love to have an Italian tank collection. And also we chose a mission that would give them the opportunity to make the most of what they've got. Now before we go over to have a look at the lists and the mission, I want to talk about Operation Saltire and our great sponsors. Now last year we had sponsorship from Frontline Terrain and from Dice of War, and there's links to their websites in the description below. Frontline Terrain make, well, terrain, Dice of War make dice, but they're brilliant quality, and certainly a lot of people found out about them because of the event, and I think if you were to look into them you'd probably be very interested in what they've got to offer the Flames of War players too. We also had sponsorship from Overlord Games, and we've received some of the first prizes through here, and what a cracking box set they've sent us here folks. That's the Panzer Lair box set, an army in a box basically, as you're probably aware, and a real prize for the winner, and several other prizes are already here for other places and for the other prizes competitions that will be on offer. Now there's a link in the description below to the where you can get the tickets and where you can find the tournament pack. It's going to be 95 points mid-war. And a quick word on accommodation. There is a Premier Inn in Bathgate, but if it's not already sold out, I think it probably is by now, because there is a concert 30 miles away in Glasgow, believe it or not. But there's lots of other accommodation around there. Livingston is the closest as a Premier Inn. In Livingston, that's just 10 minutes along the road, and there's a few other ones out there. So do your research if you are looking for somewhere to stay, and if you've got any questions, just ask. Oh, for goodness sake, I didn't even press record. What a fucking idiot. Sorry, Mark.
Right, I'll tell you what.
Right, Mark, what have you got today?
Right, today I've got an anti-list with two tank companies. Each comprises one HQ tank and then 3 platoons. The first company has one platoon of M1314s and 2 of Semaventis. The second company's got 2 M1314s and 1 or 1641 things and 1 Semaventis. In support, I've got 188. Everybody's careful, and depends on the 8 million bayonet rule. They start as confident and tends to be confident. Their follow me's can be different, and the skill can be different. Most of them are trained, but they can become veteran if they roll on the dice.
And these Semaventis can bombard?
They can. All the tanks have got heat, so they're not affected by range. They've only got low AT of 6s for the 1641s and 8 for the Semaventis.
All right, okay. So they've got strong in some ways and unchallenging in others.
And the cross is not desperately good. They're all cross 4s, so they're actually quite weak if you've got to go across any sort of difficult terrain.
And as familiar viewers of the channel will know, Mark doesn't do cross checks. Right folks, here is my mid-war British Desert Force. So my mid-war collection in general terms across the whole nation really isn't the best, so I don't necessarily get put together the most efficient lists. Last time I played mid-war British against Brian, I brought a lot of Crusaders along with my Grants. This time after the Crusaders did what they always do, which is die in droves, I brought some infantry. But that makes this neither an attacking nor a defending force. Maybe a manoeuvre force? But anyway, what have we got? We've got a Grand Formation, which has got 3 troops of 3 and a HQ troop of 2. It would be better if the HQ troop could be 3 as well, but I don't have enough grants. So it's down to 2. You better with the 3 because they don't break, and it can be handy to have them in a really tight spot. Then the infantry, you've got the Formation HQ and 2 platoons of, that's 2 full platoons infantry, 4 mortars and 4 6-pounders. So they can do a bit of defending depending on how I'm going to play, what I'm going to go up against. But also potentially the 6-pounders could be given good covering fire as the grants advance. If you can combine anti-tank guns and tanks, that can be really effective. So it's got a bit of artillery, got some infantry that'll be hard to hit, hard to get rid of in an assault, some anti-tank guns to support the tanks, and a pile of tanks. So there's a little bit of everything, but not a lot of any one thing. Let's see how they get on. Today's mission is counterattack. We chose this mission after a bit of discussion. Normally we might roll off for a mission, but with the Italian tanks being what they are, we wanted to give the opportunity for them to get around the flank and, you know, use their relatively weak anti-tank, even for mid-war, to stand a chance to take out some of this medium armour. As you can see, the deployment zones are fairly complicated in this mission in that there's a lot of decisions to be made. The defender will choose a zone to deploy in, but they have to also bear in mind what the options that will give the attacker for deployment, and also where their own reserves are going to come in, because the reserves will be coming in the opposite corner from their own deployment. So it's quite tricky in that respect. You've got to make some important decisions early on. It's not just one end of the table or the other. It's also worth noting how close the attacker starts to the defender's deployment zones. So it's a game that can be quite a swirling dust-up type battle, with the reserves coming in on one side, and that's immediate reserves. The attacker going really early in against the defender's main force, but the objectives don't go live until turn 6. The defender also has an ambush, so it's a game that is going to kick off quick, but not necessarily come to a quick conclusion. Go over your deployment now.
Okay, so I've got 1 unit of Simivintis in ambush. I've got the other Simivintis that are sitting over there in the wood with the company HQ and the 88, and then the second company's unit of Simivintis and some unit of Sim16s are over here along with the company commander. And that's all you can see. There's a unit of Simivintis in ambush as well.
And then in reserve you've got...
In reserve we've got, from one company, we've got one unit of M16s, 41s, and a unit of Simivintis, and from the other company we've got a unit of M16 41s.
So Mark chose to defend, decided to put an objective down there. I chose to deploy over there, and I've put an objective down there. Mark's reserves will arrive from here. As you can see, I've deployed my infantry up front, supported by the mortars. One of them sliding off the hill a bit there, Mark, but he's going to be a wee bit further up now.
They're in a line, basically.
And then anti-tank guns, infantry, HQ, infantry, and then my tanks are kind of... because I don't go first in this game, so I don't know if I can hide myself completely from a big bad 88, but I'm going to try. And then we'll see what happens in the first turn. There may be reserves for me to deal with too, so here we go.
It's the 88.
Right folks, so in terms of movement, ambush has been popped. Get them on the table before terrain gets gobbled up. Moving over to defend that objective, no reserve this turn. So the 88, I reckon you can probably hit that back platoon with no concealment. So the 88, 1 dice, needing a 5, that'll do it. So firepower. That is tank at the back here, held out. British turn 1 starting step, I've got a Grant to remount. Two ain't going to do it. The HQ is with them though. And two ain't going to do it. So we go at the back, he's staying in the back. Rifles, so turn 1 British shooting. I'll start with them going for your semi-infantry. One's at long range. That's not going to be a hit. And then short range, just the one. So 9.
Please 4.
And then a 4 up. Yeah, just a bail. Just one of these three, because I don't think I can necessarily get that one. Right, the mortars, right, they're going to try and range in on your 88, because that's about the only thing they can actually hurt. That'll be on the third attempt because they're trained. I can stick it down like that.
Yep.
Right. But only one dice, looking for a 6. No. Right, and that's going to be it, because everything else all around here are all dashed over, so over to you, Mark. Right, so remount.
On a 2+.
With the hero, because the HQ's there.
Charge.
And then reserves.
Reserves. 1 dice. Plus we're getting 1 on at the moment because we're playing the new rules. No, just the 1.
So there is some reserves coming on, folks. So the reserves are coming on here, folks, and Mark's gone up for cross checks to try and get into the wood behind me. There's only space for 1.
Does.
Yep. And that one there will be passed anyway.
Yep. Okay.
There you go, folks. Side shots coming. So, Italian turn 2 shooting. So you've got 3 around the side.
So 3 of them on 4.
Force. 2. You choose the 2 you want to hit. Close enough.
Those 2.
And your anti-tank is?
My anti-tank is 6.
6. So first one, second one, chance to bail.
Yep. And he's bailed.
Bail. Right.
Let's machine gun your infantry.
Okey doke.
We have 6 machine gun shots, so we're going to have 24 shots.
You've got 6 each. My tank's better get revenge, I can tell you. Yeah, 4s, yeah.
Long range? Everyone's a shot. Okay.
So far.
So it's 8 hits and counting.
There's 2 on that. That's 10 hits.
Is that 10 hits total?
Yep, 10 goals.
So 1, 2, 3. Who do you want to double up on?
Try and double up on your Piat. Who you got Piat?
It's not a tank rifle. Right. What is your armour again on the front?
Mine 3.
3. It's not a lot of use, right? I'll try it. Like,
Move it to the...
the light mortar always gets it in the net, folks. So, yeah. So he's got 2 saves to make. He's fine. Then I'll do my anti-tank rifle. He's fine. And I'll do these as you like because it's important to see how close we are. He's away. He's away. See when we start hitting those fails.
These guys, ranging on your...
This big juicy bit down here, right? You'll be able to, if you don't want to get all the guns, you can put it where there's no terrain. If you want to get all the guns, terrain.
Let's put it where let's get 3 of the guns.
Right.
No terrain.
Okay.
So, 4, that's pretty good.
So those semi-venters are going to try and range in here.
Standard train is a 4.
That's the ones at the top. All the games I've had so far, the artillery on both sides has been awful. Can't range in. But you've still got.
Still got this battery, which I think we'll have to do that.
They're going to do the same.
They might be 3s because they've got the
8 million bayonets.
yeah, the billion benefit, and they are 3s.
So those guys have got the better skill rating ranging in here. And there's no terrain. Right.
First time.
So, the guns then. Yep.
2 of the guns.
So see the end to. For goodness sake. Bye guns.
No.
There's only a 4, right? But they're pins.
Only 4. Only 65 guns.
Right. Right, and then you've got 7 bases of infantry, a light mortar, and an anti-tank rifle. Right, 5 infantry. I'm just going to roll these saves now, just to get things moving along. So 1 chance to kill. 1 base of infantry gone, and then
The mortar? No. And the tank rifle? No. We'll fire at your anti-tank guns. 1 here.
it's good shooting. It's okay though. Look at the direct fire shot over there. So we'll just get 5s to hit. Right, it's an anti-tank rifle there. Do you want I'll try and take target. Yeah. So the mortar's taken on the chin again, but it's okay. Turn 2, we've got a lot of motivations to do. So do the infantry unpin? They do. Do the anti-tank guns unpin? They do. Do these infantry unpin? They do. Then I've got 2 remounts to do around here, folks. There's one just underneath here. He gets back in, and the one up there is in the knife fight, gets back in. So that's no complaints about motivations that time, folks. Next movement, folks. First of all, this platoon had to move. The guy who was separated from that platoon is working his way over. They've moved into some concealing terrain, as have they, because the reserves will be spilling around all over the place here, folks. And then HQ's moved around that side to block the exit, if they stay alive, and they've moved around the back. Infantry moved into the building here. I'm thinking of... Will I move them? Actually, I'm going to move these infantry that way. So, starting British turn to shoot, and I tried to hit him. He's already ranged in, but I missed. Only 1 dice, folks, so there's every chance you're going to miss with just 1 dice. So, my anti-tank guns, then the bottom of the screen, we're going to have to go to the semi-20s. 3 of them looking for 5, 1 of them for 6s. So the ones looking for 5 get 2. And the ones looking for 60, oh for goodness sake. So, I don't think I can get this guy just, is he within 2 inches of the front? I mean, coming from my angle, what do you think?
From there, yeah, probably could.
Okay, so 1 each.
Now, there are going to be 2 of them that are on 5s,
Right,
and
that's per range.
2 of them that are on 4s. So the 5s can be the red dice, and
Right.
the 4s can be the grey dice. So, 5 and 4.
That's a match.
That's a match.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
And that's a fail.
Fail.
So, first one to match to kill. He's bailed, which isn't really a big problem for the guys that are 2 up. Next one to bail is a bail. And the last one to kill, what's the best it's going to be? A bail. Right, over here, everybody's on the move. So a platoon of 3. I'm going to target the ones in the open, so my main guns will need 4s. Here we go again. That was all misses, folks. A 1, a 1 and a 2. The 37 mils get 2 hits. Right, so I'll target the ones, target one outside and one inside. You can try and stick a target to the outside if you want.
I'll try my sticking target to the outside first of all.
Yep, so they're both on the outside.
And both flank shots, so
7 against 2. Oh my goodness.
So one's man up.
Oh, sorry, one's bailed.
One's bailed.
Right. Underwhelming again, folks. So this one here will take a shot then. 1 dice. I'm going to have to do the whole platoon, but he'll fire and miss. The 37 will hit. Right, it's too close for my stating target. I'll go for... What am I going to go for? Go for him, right?
Go for him.
Hey, nothing. He saved one. Outright.
Oh, I did, yes.
Right, so I'm going to go for the one that... Right, so... Yeah, it's going to be side still.
Yep. No, that's through.
That's 5, so he's away. These 2 back here, he's the only valid target. Right? One of them's at short, one's at long. Right? You're going to get concealment, so I need 5s and 6s, and then 6 and 7s for the 37 mils. So the 5, the 6, and then the 6 and the 7 now. Right, and then over to here then, folks. Not really getting much here at all. Right, so the guys at the back shooting, one of them is a bit limited in the way you can see, so I'll do him first, right? Bet the 37 hits? No. Right, the other 2 can get everybody apart from him. So the main guns, oh, this is absolutely ridiculous. I can't hit with a 75, so 2 37 mils.
237 mils.
So one's a potential bail.
One's a potential bail and one's a potential through.
So the through is bailed, and the... Oh no, it's dead actually. It's a 4 up for 37 mil. It's not a 5.
It's one dead, one bailed.
I bail, one dead, one bailed. And then my HQ, they're going to shoot, get 1 hit with 75, 1 hit with 37. So 75 on him, 37 on him. Okay.
So
75 is 9.
Cool. No.
Nearly.
And the 37. No.
So the 75 is dead, the 37 is bailed.
That was.
Yeah.
That 37?
He's bailed out and he's dead.
It's swindled me. It's swindled me. How dare you?
And then in the assault phase, I'll run out, clubber him, and then yeah, we'll get them all, sorry, I'll capture them all because he's not close enough to counter. And then I'm going to, in the assault phase, my HQ is going to go in with them so I can consolidate everybody and get my HQ into some bulletproof cover as well. The light mortar though, he still has to wait outside. So, that'll be me.
Got the guy to get back ready?
Yeah, remount, this is turn 3.
Remount? Yes.
Oh, it's a 2-up remount, folks. Oh, these guys with rerolls, I reckon he's probably fine.
So we'll do the first roll for the first one. So if we're getting on there, basically.
Alright, so
Yeah, just do the first
right.
roll.
So one of them, middle one, needs a reroll.
Reroll.
No.
No. Middle one stays out.
So 2 are back in. 2 are back in for this platoon, middle one out. And then
That's reserves, I think.
so there's the reserves coming in, folks. This is what Mark was hoping for. I'm trying like 7 and 8, I think it might be, into my side of 4. HQ knows he's got to kill or be killed, so he's moving up onto the hill. 2 staying put because they're in the woods, don't move easily in the woods. One of them though to get side shots has moved off onto the flank to add to the side shots coming in there. For the HQ, so the HQ was fine with this platoon and missed.
These 4, these 2.
Right, so 5s.
1 hit for all that.
Right. The attack is 8. I roll a fail. And a bail, but don't forget, if they don't remount, they'll be in bad spots. Which one do you want on?
Put it on that one. Right. Now, let me sneaky peeky. So, these 4, shoot for these guys.
Right.
5. 3.
Right, anti-tank is 6. Gets 4.
Required.
It's going to be 7s minimum.
Right. This guy will shoot in the flank of these guys, and then those 2 will shoot in front of them.
Right.
So the guy in the flank gets a hit, and the 2 in the front get 2
Hits
hits.
again. So the
2 that are on front armour and 1 on side armour.
side, front. Now that's going to be a 7 on the front. That's okay.
Right. These 3 guns will keep on repeating.
Right, people are grabbing. Okay, so there's 3 underneath the set plate.
4s. 2.
So the N2 both failed. Both gone. They missed their chance last turn when they failed all those firepowers.
Sixes to hit them. Not 6 to hit them, no.
At the short range.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. 4s, 2 shots and 4s if you want. You don't have any tanks in visible line of sight.
Possibly get rid of those guys if I...
Couple of 6s.
We'll go for it. We'll
Right.
go for it. Against the other thing.
Anti-tank guns in.
No.
I wouldn't even hit the infantry.
Right. These guys will try and range in on here.
Right, so the semi-venties at the back are going to go for these guys. There's going to be terrain, I think.
Yeah, it's going to fortify. They're not going to be able to get...
Yeah.
So... No.
What are you doing?
No.
Doing guns or?
Yes.
First attempt. Right, so I reckon there's all of them under that. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ordinary, a mortar and an anti-tank rifle.
So 500 guys.
Oh no, not
1 hit.
It's not gone to ground anymore.
Sixes.
So short range,
Yep.
concealed, stable.
And then the anti-tank rifle.
8 shots.
Nope.
And 2
And
shots
the
would be 7s.
mortar. No. So the 1 guy.
It's okay.
But you're pinned.
And the 7s.
They fired. They fired.
You got a couple of guys in MG range.
No morale.
2. So might go 6 machine gun shots here.
So the HQ is having a go at them.
So
Fourth.
and he misses entirely.
First turn, 3 starting steps. So what have we got? Unpinning on infantry. Yep. Unpinning anti-tank guns. Yep. Remounts now. That one there. So he gets in. He gets in. And I think that's it. So Brett's turn 3 movement. Infantry continuing to move over that way. This lot moving over this way. Failed. Follow me. The platoon commander's away by himself. Stayed put. Moved behind the hill. Stayed put, but he's come over to join the platoon, and they've stayed put. I mean, whatever way I face, I'm going to be getting rear shots. Everything, apart from them, everything's concealed. So it's a knife fight, folks. Right, folks, going to start with the mortars with the one job they've got to do, which is hit an 88, never mind kill it. I've hit it. So, shall we say we re-rolls at least Nope, so I need a 4. Yeah, so 8 takes away.
Yeah. Is there nothing in the last game, or is there nothing in this game?
Depends on your deployment, if you can get it somewhere. And this mission is difficult.
No lines of sight, and you have to do some more trying.
Yeah. And this is all broken into quarters, so I can get really close. Right, so my 6-pounders, one of them's at long range, one at short. So the short range, first going for its inventors again, gets 1 hit. And the long range, just the 1 hit. So you want to try and stay tag on the build?
I'll try mistaking the build, fail, so one of the other guys gets it.
Short range 1, rolls a 4, wait, isn't going to do it. And I get another bail.
Who have you want to bail?
Just the closest one. So I reckon that same failed 5 powers to kill that platoon, folks. Right. The HQ, my HQ, firing up at yours on the hill. Three hits before we get on to the 37 mils. Probably not going to bother. So it'll be 9. No, so will I pass the firepower, folks? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, I'll pass. So that means the tanks behind the hill will be doing nothing, as I'm infantry. So we're over to here now. It's going to be kind of like this. Their main guns are going to shoot forward. Right, that 37 that way, this main gun that way, and so 2 37s this way, 2 main guns sorry, this way, 1 main gun that way. Right, because you passed my thing. So, 37 mil, misses. Main gun gets a hit. Keep rolling, 1 hit, keep rolling. 2 main guns going forward, get 1 hit, and then 2 37s going forward. No. I'm going to be careful to slow at 37. Right, so, main gun.
So it's
Aye.
9 versus.
No. So,
Main gun.
firepower on that. Oh, for goodness sake, folks. I can't pass any firepower. This is embarrassing. Right, and then one going to go straight through, did you say?
So that's going to be firepower.
3, yeah, so one of them's dead. Right, and then I've got this other platoon. What's it going to do? Right, this platoon here. Well, the main guns are going to fire forwards. I'll fire 137mm off to the side. And the other ones, point name, yeah. I mean, my backsides are hanging out everywhere here, folks, so it really doesn't matter which way the turrets point. Right, so 6 dice against these guys on 5s. So 2 hits. This is from main guns, right?
6 is 2 calls? No.
Please pass firepowers. 1 bailed, 1 dead. Or 1, we'll say that one's bailed, that one dead. Bailed dead. So that leaves us 37 mils. Bailed.
Well, he's company CO, so, or soon CO, so and
yep. And the other one's dead. Right, and then one here shooting it, one to the flank, nope, and then 2 to the back. 4's normally, 5 consumes, 1 hit. Another bail, folks. It's cracking me up. Shooting and scooting. To remember the shooting and scooting when you're in a knife fight. So first of all, that platoon there need a 4. No. That platoon there. No. Shooting and scooting would be great if you could make this. So I think that's going to be it for me. So turn 4.
Does he get back in?
Right.
He does, but they're now too far apart.
Yeah,
The last stand in a minute. Does he get back in?
yep.
Two normally, long range.
And does this guy get back in?
And the other guy is 3.
Right, so everyone's come alive again, folks.
These 3 are at short range.
And one over here by Rero. Oh, there's 2 over there, sorry.
So the first guy. No,
That'll do it.
I guess he does. And the second guy. Yes, he does.
So they're both back in. And then, last stand.
Last stand for those guys now. That's not particularly brilliant. Things will be 4. Yep, 4.
No movement, so over to shooting. Right.
So, into the backs of these guys on
Right.
5s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said my firepowers.
Into these guys
Right.
with 5 as well.
So one each.
So 1 each.
Right. Okay, now, as mental as it seems, there's a chance of hitting the turret, hitting the front because of the turret there. So roll your dice now. 1, 2, 3. It's the hull 4, 5, 6 turret. So he's in the turret. He's front, side, front because he's right. So the first guy, your attack is 8. Oh well, D5 power. Bailed. Then the next guy, you'll be 4 against your 8, for goodness sake. And then the next guy, 6, 5 against it. So he's bailed it. Right.
At the moment, the only thing I can do.
So you got 3 green rounds?
The only thing I can do is try and knock out those AT guns.
There's only one under there now.
That's a good point. Can we be sneaky and move it up here to get your AT gun and your some of your motors? Try and
Now he's slipped a bit, right, so he's meant to be up there, but I reckon you could get 2 of them and 1 of him.
right, let's go for that.
Right,
So there's 3s going up to 4s
yeah,
because of that
because
range.
they're the elite guys.
Yeah. So no. Yes.
Yep. Right, so 2 mortars on 5s and a gun on 5. Yep, got the guns hit. He's saved. And then you've got this other one.
The other one is actually going to fire on here.
Right. So the semi-vent is at the back. I'm going for this infantry in the open.
But before it's up to 5s for that guy.
Yeah.
So first attempt.
Right. So that's going to be, first of all, do the HQ. Two dice.
2 dice. So HQ on 4s, 1 on HQ.
One hit. Right, and then there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 ordinary guys. The mortar and the attack.
4 other guys, 2 of them.
And the mortar and attack.
Motor. No. And then AT. No.
Right, so HQ guy is dead. One of the ordinary bases is dead.
And he will machine gun your guys in here.
Right, so the HQ for the woods, going in them again. 4, so... 1, right. 1's on. There's got to be one of these guys for range. Are you shooting a scooting mark?
Yes. These guys. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Cross check, so mark.
Yeah, I know. But it's the only thing we can try and hit. We're about to do it one at a time. So, the first guy. The second guy.
Yep.
third guy. He hits. That is the free driving. And the fourth guy.
Yep.
He gets it.
What about your light tanks? Are they quite happy?
Let's see if they do it.
They do. I think the other one can get in as well, to be honest.
Yeah, he's just getting it.
Because that wrecks
Alright.
cover anyway. Right, thank you.
That is me.
Rest on for motivations, I've got to unpin anti-tank guns are behind me here, and they do. The mortars didn't get hit. Got to unpin the infantry over here with a reroll. No, they don't do it. I've got a remount. He's okay. And then I think that's it for motivations. On to movement. British turn 5 movement. Infantry moved into here. HQ moved here to get line of sight down here. This platoon started to move over to get into range of them. The infantry, because they're pinned, they dug in. The HQ did not dig in. And over here, my tanks have moved, apart from one, they've moved to try and get the front guns pointed towards the enemy. Right, so turn 4 shooting. Starting with anti-tank guns shooting up here again. So one at short range, oh shit, one at long range, 2 hits. And none of them are bailed. So just say the front 2 guys.
Yeah. Can I quick one to longer range?
Oh, at long range, you can try mistake target. You can get both of them at longer range.
Yep, okay. We'll try and move this one to get to longer range.
No.
So,
Right idea though.
2 shots, so 4s versus 9s.
Yeah. Right. Now if I pass my firepower, I'm going to be very disappointed. See, I'm very disappointed that those 2 are away. Right. Now my HQ is going to target the semi-vented platoon through the gap. And if they 2 are still alive, fortunately, so I can see both of them. So I'll need 5s. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, 2 hits, anti-tank 9 again.
That's fine.
Oh, right, so a match.
A match and a through.
Right, so the through is bailed, and the match is he's laughing. Now just for this here cheek of it, I'm going to fire my anti-tank rifle at your HQ tank. So I don't know if it's slow firing, but I don't think it is. 6 is going to be a hit anyway. So anti-tank 4 against the front of 3. Yeah. Right, back to the knife fight. Right, I'm going to fire this platoon first. Right, they can all target somebody in the open.
Which one are you doing, that one? Or that one?
This one here. Right, and they go for the semi-venties. So the one with 2 shots gets 1 hit, and the 2 with singles get 1 hit. Right, and then the 37 mils. That one? No, and then those 2 and 1. So I want to target, that'll be like 75, 75 and 37.
I'll try and move the 37 across. Should do. So 275.
75, 1 in the wood, 1 out.
That's 9s versus 4. One save, one through.
What one's save, what one's... Right, okay, so the firepower is a bail.
And then the 4
37, yeah.
in 37 is a potential bail.
So I've got 7, I think 7.
And I've got front 4.
Oh, they're 4, they're not them, right? No, they pass a bloody firepower.
I've got 2 bails.
Right, which means my other platoon is going to go for them. So 3 75s, that's 2 hits, and then 3 37s, 1 hit.
Okay.
Right, so
Put them on.
so 2 75s, so I'm going to do that, and then 37 being So you can try mistaking. So you can just do swap in and swap in. So a 37 goes on that guy, you see what I mean?
Yeah, so you've got two
So
75.
75 on the live guys.
Right.
37 on the nearest build. So first mistake target. Oh well, so complications. So, I think he's going to be in the rear.
Yeah. So he's through because it's only two.
I reckon in the front is everywhere else.
So him is going to be 8. He's through.
And then that guy.
That guy's 37. He's through as well.
Right.
So you
Okay,
got
so 5 cover. Bail. So bonkers bail.
So I've got.
So he's double build,
So yeah.
but you just need a 2 up. It's fine. There you go. I'm failing there like every firepower to kill. This is absolutely ridiculous. So, my mortars have not got anybody really to shoot at. There's no shooting and scooting. So it's over to Mark for his turn 5. Do you have motivations, Mark?
Yep. We'll start over here with our 4 bales as they end up lying.
They're fine. That's a whole lot of back in action, folks. That's just utterly nuts. It's a time for them to give some payback.
Do anything.
I know.
And then we've got 1 bale over there.
One bale there.
1 bale there.
It's fine. And I think that's you. So on to movement. 5 movement. 1 reposition so they can all shoot and even move behind the back to get away from the front arc and also the side armour. Where do you want to start?
We'll start here in a moment. So these
Right.
3 guys into your side on 4s.
For 4 gets 3 hits again. So that's going to be 7, and I think it's 6 here, yeah.
This guy can only see that way, so he'll shoot these guys. So
Well, I would say if you want to shoot that guy, this platoon, there is. Because you're within. Right, okay, so one shooting that way gets 1 hit. Chance to get him?
just by
No, believe it or not, folks, it's a flaming bale. Which one are you aiming at?
And then I've got 5 shots coming this way.
Right.
These guys.
4s.
4s. 1 hit. Oh,
And
wow.
who do you want to hit?
Actually, him.
Right. There was a 5.
We'll bombard these guys again. So
Right,
you're
repeat bombardment.
2 HQ.
1 HQ now.
Oh, 1 HQ.
One side. He's hit. I'll do the save for that now. He's okay. Now that is now 1, 2, 3 ordinary bases, and then the rifle, anti-tank rifle mortar.
Tank rifle and a mortar.
Right.
Tank rifle and mortar both hit.
Anti-tank rifle mortar. They're okay. And then what do these guys want to do? You're still ranged in here, but you're down to 2 guns. Right. Okay, so 5s. Oops, excuse me.
2 hits, 1 each.
Should them for sticking them those out. 1, 2. So that's going to be an 8. Chance to bail. Bailed out. And is he going to take a shot at them? No, he can't help them, can he?
He's can't. Well, you can
Bail
build.
them out. I'll just try to go at them.
They'll just pop at your infantry.
Right, 2 main guns or 6 MGs? Right, so you're looking for 5s. Right, do you want to pick on the anti-tank rifle?
Yeah, should have tank rifle if we can.
Yeah, I'll try and take target. Yep. So ordinary geese are. Ordinary geese, it's him. He's taking it and he's okay.
Clear fire, then that we can do. Clear fire, we can do. The only thing we can do is probably speak to them,
Yeah.
but you're not going to gain a great deal by doing that because
Turn it to face them now. Which shooting scoot might be useful.
yes, it would be useful. That wouldn't be potential serving against them. No, they don't do that.
Right, that's it then, folks. British turn 5. I remount over there. He gets back in.
A remount over here.
The HQ on the road gets back in because they have 3 up as I discovered in my last game. And then the infantry with a reroll, they are just not for doing anything.
And the 2x3 for
That was. Oh, was 2 actually hit that turn?
you lost one of them.
That was the previous turn.
Hello.
Did he hit this turn as well? I'll roll anyway because he's not going anywhere. Right, and so in terms of movement, I'm just going to stay put and shoot at things, folks. Whoops, just get into shot. They've moved up so they're within range of that lot. So we'll start shooting round here. We'll start with these guys. Yeah, 23. They're going to shoot the same advantage, targeting the ones in the open. So the main guns get 3, and then the 37 mils get 1. So
Too close to mistake.
main gun, 37 mil at the back.
Yep. So there we go.
So 37 mils saved,
Saved. So the 3 in the front are all potentials.
and that's 2 bales, folks. I think just the guy at the end is a goner. The guy in the wood.
Yeah, that one's saved. Right.
Right. So my other platoon down by the edge of the table are going to split the 37 mils to your light tanks,
Okay.
and the other ones to your semi-venties. So the semi-venties, you get 3 hits, and then 37 mils, nothing. So it'll be.
You've got 3 hits. You've got 3 live anyway.
I think one's on the side. Because they'll take a hit anyway. One's on the side, and they're on the front.
Okay.
So the side guy is Bale,
So it's double bail, so does he spy? Does.
and then another one. So the Bale guy and then
The middle guy is through.
the Bale guy.
Is actually 549's match.
So to
Double bail. Okay,
through.
no, that was through.
So a chance to kill, guy is actually dead. Chance to bail is actually dead. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then 3 shots from the guys coming over the lake. So I reckon you're in the open. What do you think?
He's only hit 2 of them, isn't he?
Right, only one's hit.
One. Well, you're not going to have a 4.
So we're up to 5 for range. So that's a save. Right, and then I've got my packed 40, I wish, 6 pounders that are down here. They can only see one of your tanks now. Because the other one's too far in. But they managed to get just 1 hit because of long range. Now that's on your side.
So
So,
we'll be up to 3, so 6 to equal. No.
and they've passed the firepower. Well, they've actually passed a couple of. Right, so he's away. So what I'm going to do with my HQ is I'm going to target your HQ and make him join.
Yep.
So 4 dice, just 1 hit. So from the HQ, you can, if you want, mistake target over onto the front armour 4 guy.
Yes, but you usually 37.
137, sorry. No, yes, kept it simple. I did 6s because of the.
So try and move it across. I failed to do that. So,
So-
it's 9 versus 3.
Yeah.
So it's a potential bail.
He's not a bail because I can't pass firepowers. Right, so my attack rifle, he's not giving up. He misses though. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to try and shoot and scoot the platoon nearest the table edge, and they do. So don't even have to worry about pursuit, I just have to worry about you getting through, so that'll force you to do cross checks to get on the other side. And the other guys, you don't do it. So start step. I think you just got a remount, 2 remounts over there. No, he's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Bounced it, yes. It's got the last stand.
Yeah.
So, right, so we've got 2 guys over here. Do they get back in? They do.
Yeah. Right, and then you've got the last stand over here
And the last stand over there with the
with a reroll.
reroll.
You're fine.
It's fine.
So, movement. 2 go over the wall, 1 didn't. I blocked that gap to force the cross checks. They're staying put and shooting. They're moving out to get shots on them. They're staying put to get shots on them. It's a question of killing platoons before turn 6 now because the objective is going to be taken. Right, Mark, where do I start?
Yeah, we'll just start with this one.
Right, so 2 on the side.
2 sides red ones. So 4. Oh, missed again.
Semi-venties.
Now,
One of them will be in the open
so the open guy gets 2 hits.
and 1 concealed.
Concealed guy gets 1 hit.
So it's 1 each again.
Each.
Right, so do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that guy has got a 1 bail, other one's as a potential bail. First guy potential bail.
Potential bail.
His bail, potential kill is
Bail.
bail. 2 of them bailed out.
I missed. Right. Well, let's do this guy first.
Yeah.
Oh, you got last man standing then?
I think you did it. I can't remember. I'm sure you did. 'Cause,
No, didn't
you?
No.
Okay.
Put this off.
Are you sure he's got a thing?
Oh, I know. Yes,
A thing. 8 million bayonets thing.
he's a bayonet thingy, which makes him a 3.
Right, she's fine. So start with him then. Looking for 5s. HQ.
We'll swap that.
Right. We've 2 hits for them. Trying to stay in target. I don't. So him. Just feel see if you get the anti-tank rifle. You do. No, that's what you get for playing with tanks. 1 other infantry guy passes.
So we'll have 2 shots going down this way, and 2 shots going that way. The 2 shots going this way,
Right, so this will be on the side.
which will be
4 to hit.
Right, I've got to withdraw 2.
That's 1 hit. And then 2 going that way. I think that might be short range. Just double check it.
yep.
Right. So it'll be 4s again. Yep.
2 hits over that side.
2 saves over there. 1 and a 2.
2 is
2 fails.
Probably have to be in there.
2 fails.
Bales, folks. Set wages. And then 1 down here on the side. I'll be 4 against your 8. So no chance. Dead. Dead. Now then.
Because it's a
Yeah. Just see if I get the same target. I don't. So which one do you want to kill? So it's British turn 6. First thing we have to do is motivations. So I've got 2 remounts on the ones by the lake. One of them gets back in, so it's not going to run away. Then I have 2 remounts over by the house. One gets back in, so they're not going to run away. And we just had to do that for the final scores on the doors. And that'll be it, folks, because that objective is taken. So there you go, folks. A win for the British. Was it comfortable in the end? I don't think so. It was a bit of a crazy game. You know, when you've got careful tanks, even if their armour isn't great, well, they're going to be hard to hit, which can keep them alive. And if they remount on a 2+ and your opponent, like me fails all their firepowers, then they're going to get back in. So that game maybe went on a bit longer than it could have. But I think I did the right thing otherwise in terms of my own plan. Heading off towards the objective with tanks and armour, with some other tanks ready to catch the reserves as they arrived. Down the bottom it didn't go quite so well because once again failed firepowers, but the plan there was for the infantry beside the anti-tank guns to mop up after the anti-tank guns had killed the Semoventis, move through the wood to the objective, so it was attacking both at the same time. Now that game was always going to be tricky for the Italians and for Mark. I didn't roll enough low saves for those weaker anti-tank guns to have the effect that Mark was hoping for. One challenge for Mark's list, and I find that with similar kind of units in, let me think, Hungarian and Soviet armies, and stews as well if you've got them in your German army, is, you know, when does your Semoventis, let's say, when do they become anti-tank guns? When do they become tanks rather than artillery pieces? Because when they're artillery they tend to sit back out of the way and try to have an attritional effect, because artillery tends to have an effect over several turns, more so than, for instance, direct fire does. So when do you decide it's time to stop firing artillery, lose the benefit that gives you, and move in to support the objectives directly, or if you're an attacker, attack the objectives directly? So they're tricky little units to use. Anyway folks, there you go. You won't see my British lists for a while, I hope. I've played it enough recently. I'll move on to some other mid-war nations. Hopefully you enjoyed the game, and if you would like to check out the links in the description below to our sponsors and to the tickets and tournament pack for Operation Saltire. Any questions, let me know. Hopefully we'll see you at the event, but if not, hopefully we'll see you on the next video.
The most impressive round of anti-tank shooting. That was ridiculous. Alright, so the guns are.
This is 107 point list, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. So, is that you finished?
Yes, so you need a remount and you need a last stand.
Last stand for boys. Come on.
Oh, reroll that one. Yeah. He needs a last stand.
Oh dear, lots of last stands.
He's okay, I think.
How's this one going, guys?
I thought we were going to fight out to a stalemate because
Right.
nobody's going to come out. Because
Right.
every time we do come out, we get killed. He's got 2 tanks left here, 2 tanks here, 3 tanks here. The rest are all dead. And I've got these 2
Right.
tanks plus both of them.
So lots of dead tanks and objectives. Take it you're not trying to capture that one.
No, I'm holding that one.
Right. There's one there, one there. And what's the other one?
Where's the other
Oh,
one?
there.
Yes, yeah.
It's dust up, is it?
No, it's something weird.
Kill each other.
Kill each other.
Try and take objectives. So it just happens to be very open in certain places.
Oh, lovely, thanks.
And he's only got his good tanks left. Which is.
The
Because
rubbish.
I couldn't roll a 4 if I saved my life to take remount.
Aye.
Otherwise I would have been out of there.
I'm sure it's another game for firepowers. It was embarrassing for both of us.
So should we go then?